So this week I've also chosen a fiction book, and I wanted to just talk you through my decision making process with this one as well, because this is a truly beautiful book, and I know some of you have already read it, but I thought I would talk you through the blurb and a little bit of the beginning, and then you could make a decision yourself. So this is one of those kind of magical, mystical books, and it would appeal to you if you like things, I suppose, a bit like Harry Potter. It's not like Harry Potter at all, but that kind of genre. The Girl of Ink and Stars, if you've read that, it's very similar to that. Winterkill, another one of our recommendations. It's just lovely, and this was recommended to me by a friend's daughter. Now she is in year 10 and is an avid reader, and she said, "Oh, give it a go. I think you'll like it." So I thought, "Oh, okay." I ordered it, and look at the beautiful front cover. I absolutely loved it. So all of this intricate, it's like embroidery, and it made me think, it's a sort of homemade, all those kinds of things. And it's got the swallow on there, it's got the ring, it's got like a vial, like a test tube, which made me think, oh, I wonder what's going on with that. So sort of various little bits of jewellery which are obviously significant at some point, and a book. So it's all hand stitched, so it looks homemade. And on the front, one of the reviews says, "I adore this book." So again, they're not going to put somebody on the front that doesn't like it, but it was quite interesting to me. And actually, I just love the colour as well. It's a lovely deep blue. So the blurb: every 7 years, something disappears in the remote town of Stirling. People's reflections, the stars in the sky, the ability to dream. Aila realises that her mother may be to blame for the curse. But some mysteries are buried very deep, and some secrets want to stay hidden. And one young woman's desire to uncover the truth may not be enough to save the people of Stirling from the past. So it's quite exciting from that point of view, mystical, mythical, in the idea that things are disappearing, but we don't know what they are at this stage. Now, as you read the book, you discover that it's things are like their ability to smell, their ability to dream. So kind of less tangible things, but things that are really important to your life, particularly the sense of smell. I think at one point, if I remember rightly, colour also disappears. So you've got the magical, mystical kind of element, but also this idea of somebody being blamed for that. So, a little bit of tension and conflict never goes amiss. Okay. It's written from the viewpoint of Aila, so in the first person. I want something of hers. There's a teacup downstairs, the last one she used before she died. She didn't finish her chicory coffee that morning, and what she left stained the porcelain in a faint ring. Her lipstick remained smudged in red letter red along the rim. It's been 3 weeks, and I still haven't been able to wash it away. So we start in quite a sad place. Aila has obviously lost her mother, and she's kind of reminiscing. I love that image of the lipstick on the coffee cup, those things that, are left behind. But I shouldn't choose the teacup. Nothing fragile is going to survive today. So again, we've got that idea of mystery. Aila. Cass opens my bedroom door, her white blonde hair pinned up in a plait, her wide eyes darker than normal. "Your father says I can come with you to the train station, but we have to leave in 5 minutes." "I'll be ready," I say softly. I would be more worried about Miles. She nods and disappears back into the hallway. Her footsteps fall on creaking boards, and then the house returns to its solemn hush, so quiet you can almost hear the dust settle. And I like that image of a solemn hush. It feels serious and quiet, as if we've already left it. 5 minutes. I go to my parents' room. It's been tidied since the last time I was here, the day of my mother's memorial. Now the bed is made, all the flowers have been cleared away. Her vanity is free of compacts, and even the precious glass vial of joy perfume she always displayed but hardly ever wore. So some lovely details about her mother. I open her drawers, run my fingers over her jewellery, but it's tangled and gaudy, and I want to leave it there, just as she left it. As if she could come in at any moment and clip on her big ugly earrings as bright and jagged as suns. Love that image, bright and jagged as suns, so you get this image of her mother loving her jewellery. I turn to the bookshelf. It too has been sorted, but I prefer the way it used to look, with all the books jumbled and wedged at odd angles, threatening to fall at my feet. My eye catches a large leather volume, its spine dwarfing all the others. I've never seen it before. I kneel down in front of it, my knees finding the threadbare place where the rug has worn almost through the floor. I pull out the book and flip through the pages. They whisper against my fingers, thin and delicate like moth wings. Beautiful image, so evocative of that delicacy, and I love it when writers kind of pick these unusual little images. Oh no, there's a dog hair there. Sorry. It is Shakespeare, a collection of his plays and poems, and my mother's handwriting is everywhere in it, littering the margins and cluttering the white gaps between sentences in different coloured ink. The pages are yellowing, as if Mother has had this book for a long time. I wonder where it's been hiding until now. An envelope is taped to the back cover. It's blank and unsealed, and there's a note inside. Aila, Miles! Father's voice rings out from the kitchen. Coming, I call back. The note was written recently. I can tell by the way her handwriting shakes, like it did when she was nearing the end. Oh, that's so sad. It says, Stefan, you will find what you asked for within this. I will always love you. Viola. My attention snags on the two names, because the first one does not belong to my father, and the second, though it is definitely my mother's handwriting, was not her name. My mother was the other well-known Shakespearean heroine, the one who also died young, Juliet.